right. Does anybody want to, or
Jerry?
Jerry, it's very nice to you. I would love to read.
all right, go ahead. Let me just get out.
Developing and practicing self-control will enable you to develop many other positive character traits. Self-control, remember, is the foundation of a positive character. And you know, what is character? Character is a pattern of behavior, basically. It's a pattern of behavior and moral strength. You know, it's a combination of these character traits. And it dictates how we treat ourselves, others, and their environment. So when we think about morality, think about all life, attitude and behavior towards all life, possessions and properties of others, and the environment. Continuing on. For example, it takes self-control to be responsible. Responsible people complete all tasks to the best of their ability. They are willing to make sacrifices to fulfill their obligations. Rather than neglecting their duties, responsible people stop and consider what they needs to be done. Then they make a positive choice to fulfill their obligations to the best of their ability. It also takes self-control to be respectful, especially when someone is not respecting you. If someone disrespects you, the easiest thing to do would, of course, get even and disrespect them in return. However, taking revenge is not showing self-control. Self-control means to stop and consider the retaliation will lead to moral disrespect, hate, animosity, where you, the other person, and even an innocent bystander can get hurt. By becoming a person who has self-control, you will be able to consider all things, then make a choice not to take revenge. Responsibility and respect are only two of the many character traits that can be developed if you have self-control. Consider the traits compassion, humility, and patience. So I want y'all to write a brief description explaining how self-control can be used to help develop these three important traits.
You should have a couple lines underneath and just consider these three traits and write a brief description explaining how self-control can be used to develop these three important traits.
Can you give an example, like if I tell my friend, when you say that bothers me, and then she does it again, and then I tell her again, and she does it again and again, like my self-control would be to make a proper choice on that. If I want to talk to her anymore, just to say, does that seem a little extreme after when I talk to her, but it is bothering me? I don't know if that's what you guys mean.
Well, in that situation, self-control, you would want to, of course, first and foremost, make sure that you're evaluating your thoughts. Is it something that's going to aggravate you? Is it really aggravating to the point where I'm getting angry? That's part of what we mean by maintaining that self-control, realizing that you have a choice not to get angry in order to keep the peace. Now, I guess it would depend on what that person exactly was doing to continuously bother you, but you want to make sure you're maintaining that self-control where you're not going to lash out or retaliate.
Yeah. And by your example, you're showing that person, that you are, disciplined enough to ignore them. Yeah, because you know, probably what they're doing is they know not what they do, showing mercy, showing the leniency and tolerance towards that person because they know not what they do. So
they know what?
They know not what they do.
Right.
So you can give an example of how. Give an example.
For an example, the three traits that were written down is compassion, humility, and patience.
Yeah.
So an example for compassion. Okay. Well, self-control, number one, in the case of compassion, it'll help you think of what the other person is going through and think of their needs before your own.
Think what the other person is going through and
and put their needs above your own.
Ooh, that's huge.
Yeah, that is.
That's really like, is humility.
Yeah, humility is one of
They
them.
put their needs.
Okay. And an example of using self-control to have humility, it'll help you to resist the temptation to rise above authority, whether it be your boss or whoever your superior, supervisor, and resist the temptation to insist on fulfilling your own needs, only your needs, and consider the needs of others. So there's that considering the needs of others. So once again, it's just to resist the temptation to rise up against authority, insist on fulfilling only your needs, and consider the needs of others.
Otherwise, it's like that tantrum that you know about.
Yeah, it's like the time.
Is it? I mean, nobody might know it, but inside.
Oh my God. Okay, and an example of patience. Using self-control to have that patience, because in some cases we do need a lot of self-control. Especially when we're waiting at, like me, like waiting at the line at the bank or something, and I'm like, oh man. Okay, self-control will help you to maintain your composure and temper when others frustrate you or make you angry. Self-control will help you to maintain your composure and temper when others frustrate you or make you angry.
Oh, and the patience. Self-control, helps you maintain your composure when other people make you angry.
And temper when others frustrate you or try and make you angry. Everybody got it?
Yeah, that's pretty huge with me.
Yeah. It takes a lot of sacrifice building character.
That's really
Okay, so with that being said, now part of self-control, and we're going to go back to how your thoughts play into practicing self-control. And part of that is guarding your mind. Okay, so we're going to turn the page. So, another key concept in understanding and developing self-control is to beware that your actions begin with your thoughts. So a lot of times it's very easy to say, oh, I was just thinking, I wasn't thinking. I just did it, right? But the truth is that you're thinking all the time. So if you're like me and you're walking down the street and you're just like, okay, I gotta get this done. Okay, today I gotta go to the bank, gotta do this. Oh, there's a slug. Oh, you're constantly, no matter what, you're constantly thinking of what you need to do. You're thinking about what you have to do for the day, what you did yesterday. Whatever it may be, whatever your own individual thoughts, you're always thinking. So never think that we just make actions with no thought behind it, right? Okay. These thoughts, as we said earlier, then lead to feelings, which in turn can lead to behavior, which is when we go back to the original definitions of self-control, right? So it's no surprise that when we have sad thoughts, they make you feel sad, right? Someone may pass away in your family, and I know in my experience, I start thinking about maybe memories. If you've ever experienced someone passing away, you think about the great times you had, or you miss that person. You start thinking, and that makes you sad. No wonder, because it started with those thoughts, right? So, for example, many people, when they have sad thoughts, they mope, they cry. Some people even isolate themselves from their family. Your thoughts are powerful. Let me say that again. Your thoughts are very, very powerful, right? Do not underestimate the effect your thoughts have on your feelings and your behavior. So it's up to you to determine if your thoughts can help you build your character or they can lead to choices you will regret. Although thoughts flow in and out of our minds, we have the power to control what thoughts we focus on and what thoughts we throw out. Right? People who focus on negative thoughts about themselves or others or about things they want to do are setting themselves up to fail or to engage in behavior that they will eventually regret. So how do you know if your thoughts are negative? So here's the way. Ask yourself, say self, are these thoughts harmful in any way? Positive thoughts uphold true moral principles and will not cause you to bring harm to yourself or to others, whether that be physically, emotionally, because we can bring harm to others emotionally, right? With things we say, with things we do, right? Negative thoughts, on the other hand, pave the way for destructive behavior. They are hateful, revengeful, or even selfish. So guard your mind by distinguishing between positive and negative thoughts. Consider the types of feelings and actions your thoughts can lead to. So I'm going to have you take a minute and think about, on the lines below, think about a time when your thoughts led to certain feelings. How did you react? So you write a brief description. So it could be when a time when you experience sad thoughts, when you feel joyous thoughts, right? It could be thoughts. Think about a time when you had thoughts that led to certain feelings.